We are Desperate Journalists. Thanks for watching Music News.
Desperate Journalists, great to see you. Just had a great gig at 7 Grand at South by Southwest. How does it feel?
Great, yeah. It was one of our best gigs. It's great to be
in the US of A.
At long last. Finally, we're going to actually break America in our mid-30s. It's the dream that I've always held as a child, you know. So.
Yeah, it was better than I expected.
It was great. Yeah, it's great.
Well, you had a great reaction from the crowd.
Well, I mean, they undoubtedly have excellent taste, so I can't fault them for that.
Yeah, I think most people didn't really know who they were seeing, but I think we were like quite different from the last couple of bands that were on, so it kind of worked in our favour, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And as a band, how does the songwriting partnership work here?
Well, Rob, how does it work?
I guess I write basic templates of music, and then like Joe scatters her magic on top, and then like Simon and Kaz sort out all the problems that I've introduced.
In a way, yeah. I gild the lilies, and then you know, once we've got the vague lily gilding situation going, this metaphor is extremely tortured, but then we have a construction of a car that runs like a machine, a well-oiled machine.
And then they try and sell me the car, and I go, yeah, I think I like the look of this car actually, like all the other fucking cars.
But slightly better.
But slightly better, because this one has got leather interior, only it's vegan leather, so you know,
lovely.
That sells it to me, and then we all get in and drive away down the freeway
in a high quality product of pop.
Yeah.
Which bands do you think you draw more inspiration from than any others?
Do I say it?
Well,
no, I'll hold back for that one.
I think
I will not say anything.
I'd say Enjoyable Listens are probably our biggest influence.
And your biggest?
Influence.
Enjoyable Listens. They're on Fierce Panda. And
I saw them.
Yeah.
They're probably our biggest influence.
Seminal, Desperate Journalists.
Apart from that, we like lots of different things between us, so it's hard to just...
Well, come on. When you're growing up, who loved rock?
Alright, go on, Kaz.
Alright, I can say it now. My favourite band was, when I was growing up, and it still is The Cure. So that would be one of my influences.
Now I suppose I have to say that the best band ever is in fact the early Manic Street Preachers.
Yeah, I mean I can't argue with the Manics either. I'd say Manic, Smiths, Cure, you know, all of that.
Suede, loads, I mean, yeah.
And then Björk, of course.
I mean, I think, the band that I listened to most growing up was The Smiths, which is quite evident in the sort of self-flagellation, doggerel lyrics that I do, and all the honking, etc. But I also really love like Cocteau Twins and Björk, and those like Liz Fraser and Björk are my two favourite singers, and so that's definitely been a bit of an influence in like how I write melodies, for sure.
Do you like Morrissey?
I don't like Morrissey as a person at all. I can
how can
categorically say he is a hateful human being, and in fact discovering how hateful a human being Morrissey is was like one of the most depressing things that's ever happened in my life. So apart from that, I love the Smiths, obviously.
Well, we've just done a few gigs. The next one, we've got a weekend in Easter where we're playing Newcastle, Sheffield, Birmingham, like the Easter weekend. Then there's hopefully be more. Festival-wise, we're doing Kendall Calling.
That's it. Yeah.
We might do more, but we don't know. And yeah, we don't have a booking agent, so you know, so we don't get the wet leg support or whatever.
None of that wet leg support.
Unbelievable.
What a phrase.
Yeah.
What's the next schedule?
Nothing yet.
Yeah, it's really difficult because like obviously pandemic, and we released an album like what, a year ago.
Yeah.
Probably. Hang on. Was
Just
it?
under a year ago.
Just under a year ago, yeah.
So like
Less than a year.
we're
It
still
was in July. Yeah.
we're still sort of like sucking that teat, and
That's a great way of putting it.
and yeah, we haven't really thought about it because like the pandemic sort of like obviously slammed down everything that we were doing and our normal sort of schedule of an album every couple of years. So yeah, I don't know yet. Don't know.
So
We hadn't thought
like, it
about
didn't stop us from releasing the album. We kind of carried on, but the whole cycle has been messed up because like we didn't get to play it live, and we just haven't really had the time to.
But because of that, clearly you must be working on also the next one.
No.
Not yet.
No.
Well, no,
Not
I
yet.
mean it's quite hard to like rehearse, and like we haven't done anything for a couple of years. So like, what the fuck do you write about?
Yeah, it's quite personally difficult for me to think of like what is interesting to write about. If it's, I mean, it feels very sort of like self-indulgent to sort of do these very personal songs when like this massive thing has changed the whole fucking world. But then I can't really write anything about that because I don't feel qualified. So yeah, for a long period of time, I've just been sort of in a bit of a stasis kind of situation. So it feels like eventually, I mean, things are sort of starting to hopefully open up a bit and get a bit back to normal. And then I guess we'll all have like the external stimulus required in order to create things that are relatable to everyone without being wanky.
But yeah, I mean, we're not going to create something just for the sake of creating it. Like, just because something needs to be written, it needs to be like something we like want to do.
Yeah.
And I mean, to be honest, like we're only sort of just at the sort of middle of touring this. So like, we don't know what we're doing next.
Yeah.
The way I see
It will
it,
happen
there's
when it happens.
a lot of people that still don't know about us. So if you are that person, we've got 4 albums out. You can listen to them. 4 albums for you to listen to, and then there might be a 5th one at some point. So
Yeah, only when it's necessary.
we only decided on the name about 5 minutes before we went on, and I said, I tell you what, if we call ourselves Desperate Journalists, it will annoy or at least make some people in the audience question themselves. But the truth is, it's
Desperate Housewives.
Yeah.
Desperate Housewives.
It's do I have to give the real reason?
Yeah.
You can if you like. I've done it many times. Go on.
It's a Cure reference. It's a reference to The Cure and to John Peel. When The Cure did Grinding Halt on a John Peel session, they changed the lyrics, quoting a review of their first album, which was slated by Paul Morley, and it was like a bitter kind of fuck you. And it was called Desperate Journalist in Ongoing Meaningful Review
Situation. Yeah.
Well, let's close that.
So I bet you're glad you asked.
Absolutely. Someone that hasn't seen Desperate Journalist, what sort of 3 or 4 maybe in this instance songs should they choose? Maybe one each, so that would sum you up as a band.
From you?
Personality Girlfriend, it's a big pop, and it goes that's good, isn't it?
Well, it could be different every day, but I'll go for Be Kind. which is, I don't know, for me
How
it's
about
like, it's a sad, nostalgic song. I'm big on nostalgia, so it's got that sound to me. Yeah, I really love playing it live as well.
For balance, I'm gonna say Hollow. That's a very more like gothic leaning one, which is just a little bit of light and shade.
Yeah. Good one.
Or would you say so?
Has anyone said Christina?
No.
Okay, Christina. It's like one of the first songs we wrote. It was the first single we released, and we still play it to this day. So there must be something that we like about it.
Excellent. Anything else? Thanks a lot for your time. Anything else you'd like to say to Music News watchers out there?
Just keep on rocking, really.
Yeah.
Believe.
Listen to Rick Astley and don't watch the news too much.
Have a great
Not too
time
much.
all the time.